What is up, YouTube? What's going on? Chanadi, your Techno Dad here, and this is a viewer requested video. Just recently we had the update to Denon and Marantz AV receivers. This update added Direct Live and all that kind of stuff. So we actually have new menu for all of these AV receivers, and we're gonna jump around because they did take away a lot of menu options and they combined a few. So let's check it out. Now I haven't updated the Marantz AV10, so I can put a comparison of what was there before and what is there now. So let's go into audio. And when we go into audio, like the biggest thing you see here is Direct Live. It's grayed out. I have not purchased it. I probably won't because I think I've got something better going on anyway. In the video section, everything is the same. Inputs, everything is the same. All right, speakers. This is where things are different. Now, of course, we've got an Odyssey setup, a manual setup, and a Direct Live setup. This is new. Well, the Direct Live setup is new. Now, we go to manual setup. This is all new right here. Now, what they've done is they've kind of gotten rid of the speaker configuration. So I'm going to put up the Marantz menu items here. There's 10 items previously. Now there's only 6. So let's go into speaker layout, which is kind of the amp assign. So I have everything on preamplifier mode, right? Because I use external amplifiers. So let's change this to 11 channel. And as you can see on the left, we have a configuration column and we have a connection column. So this first column, this configuration, is kind of like the speaker configuration screen. So they kind of combine speaker configuration screen and amp assign. Now we can change the type of connection, and this is kind of some cool functionality here. Let's say we wanted to do pre-out on the front stage and leave everything to speaker plus pre-out. So we've got the front stage powered by the external amp, front and center, right? That's all 3 speakers. And the AVR is going to power the surround back, front heights, and rear heights. This is how you would run that type of configuration. Let's say you got a 5-channel amplifier and you're running all 5 ear level speakers, or almost all your ear level speakers, but the main 5 ear level speakers with an external amp, and the AVR is running the rest. This is how you would have it set up. Or let's say you went ahead and got like an Emotiva 4-channel amp. Boom. Just for the height channels, here you go. This is kind of how you would run that on an 11-channel setup here in the layout section. Now, let's see. I have the Voice of God channel, so I need to change this to 5 speakers. How come it won't go to 5 speakers? All right, here, let's do surround back no. See if we can get 5. There we go. Man, scaring me for a little bit. Okay, top surround, and we'll do pre-out on that. All right, so we've got all 5 height channels as pre-out, and you've got 5 ear level speakers being powered by the AV receiver. And now, of course, we can, change that up if you want to have your receiver handling the 5 height channels and your 5-channel amplifier handling your 5 ear level speakers. All right, now we can get 6. Okay, so basically to have 5 or 6 height speakers, the surround back has to be set to no. If this is set to 1 speaker or 2 speakers, the height channel, you can only go max of 4. See that? Okay, so now you guys know that's how this is going to work. So surround back, you have to turn that to no for you to be able to get 5 speakers in the height or 6 speakers. And let's not forget what everybody's been talking about, and that is this new setup here will allow for Oro 3D playback with in-ceiling speakers as heights. So the 6 in-ceiling speakers, as you see on the screen here, can be used now for Oro 3D. This I don't think is going to give you the proper spatial cues for Oro 3D because you have less coverage. And the other way of going about it, this 6 height speakers is probably the best way to go for Oro 3D because you'll have the right amount of coverage. When you go to the top front and top middle here with all 6 in-ceiling speakers, I don't think you're going to have a good Oro 3D experience, but that is just me. If you have it, try it, see what you think. If you like it, cool. If you don't, well, then you'll know why. Okay, go to Oro 3D. And now go into the setup menu, and we're going to go to audio, surround parameter. Yeah, you've got movie and speech, ideal for long cinema effect for watching movies. And speech is ideal for recordings that are mostly dialogue, news broadcasts, and that have virtually no inherent spatial information. Oh, interesting. Let's get out of there. Into crossovers. Now, before in speaker config, you would have to pick size of the speaker, so it's either small or large. When you hit small, then you were able to change the crossovers. When you hit large, you weren't. It just said full range. So if we click on this and go over to full range, you can see, if you didn't see my YouTube short or my Instagram, if you look on the diagram on the right, look, when you put front to full range, it adds all 20 possible height channels on the right. It's a kind of fun little bug. They might be rolling out another update. I don't know. I think if you just go back out of this and come back in, it's just the diagram. It's not like anything happens, right? So when you put the front to full range, now we can go full range everything. Man, I was going to get worried. Look at this. Look at this beefy, beefy full range speakers and all these height channels. I think that looks pretty funny. That looks pretty hilarious. Okay, speaker preset. This preset 1, preset 2, that's all the same. So before we would have bass, front speaker, 2-channel playback, and tactile transducer setup. They kind of rolled all of that into advanced. Okay, so LFE, and they've got some great like diagrams here. So the subwoofer output is set to LFE. They've got a little diagram on the right hand side. So it says full range channel, full range speaker. Non-full range channel, you want to use the crossover and go to the subwoofer, and the LFE also goes to the subwoofer. So when you switch it over to LFE plus main, you can see that you've got bass going down to the LFE as well, and you can actually change the crossover from your front speakers, center speakers, and all that kind of stuff. So that's LFE plus main or LFE, okay? So this is replacing the bass section in the previous menu system. Low pass filter, this you get to designate your LPF4, your subwoofer. Let's keep that at 120. All right, now let's go to distribution. Now this is totally new for this menu system, and this allows you to set like how much LFE is going to your front, center, and surround speakers. You've got a lot of dialing in you can do with this new menu system. So let's go back and turn this off. Now that's the low frequency effects. Selects the front speaker configuration can only be set when ampersand is set to front B. Okay, so let's just do that. Okay, so here's front B. Okay, so let's go out of that. Front speaker. Okay, there we go. Front speaker A, B. Since we're here, let's just go down to tactile transducer. And this is where you would enable it, set your level, and your filter for that. Now I'm going to go back to speaker layout and change this back to my preamplifier mode and make sure I've got my setup here. 0 surround back, 5 high channels with the voice of God. So down here is where you select how many subwoofers you have. And we go 4 subwoofers standard, or you can do the directional. It won't allow you to change anything at the bottom there. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully this has helped out anybody that was confused by where things are in the new menu system for Denon and Marantz update that adds Dirac Live. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.